Hades. When people hear the name, they imagine darkness, death, evil, a devil like ruler sitting on the throne in hell. But the truth about Hades is far more tragic because, unlike modern stories, ancient Greek mythology never described Hades as well. So, welcome back to my channel. Today I talk about Hades. Everyone knows as the god of the underworld, the god of death, the villain. But what if he was never evil at all? What if he was simply misunderstood? So let's start the story. Hades' story begins with fear. His father was terrifying of losing power. A prophecy said one of his children would defeat him. So when Hades was born, Cronus swallowed him alive. Yes, his own father. Imagine being born into darkness. No childhood, no freedom, no love. For years, Hades lived trapped inside his father alongside his brothers and sisters until one day his younger brother saved them. Together, the gods fought a massive war against the Titans. After they won, the world was divided. Zeus ruled the sky, Poseidon ruled the sea, and Hades was given the underworld, the darkest place of all. Nobody celebrated him, nobody admired him. People feared him instantly, simply because he ruled death. But Hades did not create death. He only guided souls after life ended. He was not cruel. In fact, compared to many gods, Hades was calm, loyal, and fair. He rarely cheated others, rarely lied. He was simply carried a burden nobody else wanted. And deep down, he was lonely. Then one day, he met, bright, warm, full of life. Everything Hades was missing. For the first time in his life, the god of darkness felt love. Their relationship is complicated in mythology. Some stories describe it was force. Others describe Persephone slowly growing to love him and became queen of the underworld willingly. But one thing stayed true in every version, that Persephone changed Hades forever. She brought light into a world filled with shadow. And Hades loved her deeply, but happiness never fully stayed. Because Persephone had to leave the underworld for part of every year, and every time she left, Hades returned to silence again. Maybe that's why modern story turned him into a monster. Because humans fear darkness, we fear death, and sometimes society judge people before trying to understand them. People who are different, people who feel alone, people who lived outside that others call normal. But being different doesn't make someone evil. And maybe that's why Hades still connect with people today. Not because he was a villain, but because he remained us what it felt like to be misunderstood. To be feared without being known, to carry pain silently. In the end, Hades was not the god people thought he was. He was a lonely king, trying to protect a world nobody wanted to see. Sometimes the most misunderstood souls are the ones who carry the heaviest burden. Sometimes the darkest place holds the most misunderstood heart. Hope you enjoy the story. If you, then please like and subscribe because